For some people it's easy to know what their goal in life is. It's a loud, obvious ambition that they've always known was there. For others, I think it's quieter, more subtle. I think that it's only when there is no background noise, no peer pressure and no important deadlines to meet that you can take time to listen to yourself and to understand what it is that you want to do in life. That's why I believe that, at some point in their lives, everybody should take a couple of months off to do what they want. During this time you mustn't worry about what you'll do at the end of it. You must enjoy every day for what it is, and you'll gradually see your life coming into perspective. I for one have found this time of my life very valuable. When I was working I was blindly ploughing in a straight line, unaware of where I was or where I was heading, out of control and powerless to change it. Now I am stationary, in a limbo if you like. I can get my bearings, figure out where I want to go and to plan a route there. There isn't the same sense of rush as there was when I was working, and I have learnt more about myself than I could have from a lifetime of work. I've discovered that what makes me happy is right under my nose. Some people want to explore the world, or save the planet, or use it to make lots of money. I'm happy right where I am right now. My happiest times in life have been making things on my own. I have met more like-minded people in weeks than I had in years when working in something that wasn't for me. I have found my place. It's a mistake to think that you'll suddenly change as a person if you are able to do what you'd like. You won't have unlimited motivation or patience. You won't suddenly start doing things that you didn't enjoy before. If you aim too high, then there's no way that you'll be able to sustain what you're doing. We must find the compromise of work and play. I would rather pace myself to continue indefinitely than I would to burn myself out and to end up hating what I used to enjoy. I used to write a diary until I moved up to a full page per day one. Then it became a chore. With my videos I started with a schedule, but recently scrapped it because I started making things for the sake of it, rather than because I wanted to or because it was a good idea. It goes back to the whole idea that the journey is more important than the destination. For me to succeed in the long run, I need more than ideas and determination. They're not a problem. I also need time. Time to nurture what I do and to pace myself so that I enjoy doing it. It may take longer than I previously expected before I can sustain myself with what I do in my spare time. Which is why I'm looking to go back to work. A couple of months ago this would have filled me with dread, as if I was admitting defeat and resigning myself to a lifetime of monotony. Maybe I'm better at justifying it now, but in a way, I'm looking forward to it. It's amazing how much difference a changing career can make. I have almost enjoyed the interviews for IT related jobs that I've gone for. It's something that really comes naturally to me. I've discovered just how messed up the world of job applications is. You spend hours on each one and are lucky to hear back from a fraction of the ones you apply for. Sometimes you're sure they had somebody else lined up and were simply going through the procedures interviewing you. And other times after the interview they say that you don't have enough experience. Well, why put me through the interview if you had my CV already? Thanks for wasting my life. And yours for that matter. Not that I'm complaining. I'm in a win-win situation really. If I was given £1 million, I don't think a lot would change. I wouldn't even upgrade my PC. I'd get my own little place and would be able to live off the amount indefinitely on a diet of Weetabix and porridge. If I had £10 million, I'd buy a larger property and share it with my friends. I think with that, I'd be happy. I say this because I think we spend most of our lives unsure about what we really want. We get caught up in things that don't matter, or end up being consumed by a job that becomes our existence. What is your end goal? What would you do right now if you never had to work again? Would you continue working? You see people who sell their companies for millions of pounds, only to start it all over again. Perhaps they enjoy the challenge of starting companies more than retiring with millions in the bank. We're all very different. What worked for your parents might not work for you. Is it worth sacrificing a large portion of your life doing something you hate, simply to retire at the end of it? Wouldn't the dream job be something you'd want to do forever? We live in a very strange time. I can't help but think it's only going to get stranger. We need to understand that some things in life are more important than money, though obviously money can buy opportunities, which in turn can buy happiness. And a new camera. This one almost got run over by a tractor today.